Coming up on this edition of SWTV News. At the recent council meeting, the green light was given to purchase up to $80,000 in portable rodeo equipment and $85,000 for grounds and facilities improvements at Kinetic Park. Sitting down and enjoying your favorite book comes naturally to most individuals. However, for some in today's society, this is still a stumbling block. The annual Heart and Stroke Foundation's campaign is set for February 1st through the 28th. And once again, volunteers will be going door to door asking for your donation.
Thanks for joining us here today. The City of Swift Current is making a major investment and hoping to attract more large-scale events to the community. We have more in today's top story.
As the City of Swift Current continually looks to attract more visitors and new residents to the community, City Council has approved an investment for Swift Current Kinetic Park. At the recent council meeting, the green light was given to purchase up to $80,000 in portable rodeo equipment and $85,000 for grounds and facilities improvements at Kinetic Park. Welcome news for the Swift Current Ag and X Association.
First of all, the portable rodeo equipment will be a welcomed addition to what we already have here. And what it means is more events will be available to people from around the province in different groups, equine events, cattle events, livestock, ranch rodeo, 4-H groups, and that sort of thing will be welcome to use the arena and the equipment.
She further adds the addition of the new equipment will benefit both the rodeo participants and event patrons.
Well, it brings in a bunch of bucking chutes for the rodeo and panels and holding pens, and just makes it so that the rodeo can move smoother and control livestock, and also the safety when it comes to moving livestock and the patrons that are part of it and the volunteers and the workers.
A long-term investment which city officials believe is a winning combination, with more tourism dollars flowing into the community through a combination of agricultural and rodeo-style events hosted at a number of venues.
The existing stuff there right now is cemented into the ground. So that would be removed, and this new portable rodeo equipment could be shared amongst different areas, not only at Kinetic Park, but once again within the community, i.e. the iPlex.
The new portable rodeo equipment is on order and is expected to be in place in the coming months and ready for use for the 2015 season.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Hi, we're the Von Trapp Children,
and you're watching SWTV News.
Having the ability to read and write can open up doors throughout your life. And in this story, we learn that those seeds of success are planted at an early age.
Sitting down and enjoying your favorite book comes naturally to most individuals. However, for some in today's society, this is still a stumbling block. Mula Ghosh is the ESL program coordinator at Great Plains College and a member of the Southwest Literacy Committee. And says stats from a recent PAC study show there's still room for improvement in Canada.
We are still stuck in that 2 out of 5 Canadians are still struggling with functional literacy skills. By functional literacy, we mean that they perhaps can read and write, but they don't sometimes understand certain common material that is out there in everyday life, like a bus schedule it could be. It could be also just reading information to understand how to do something, you know, how that you might have to, how you use a phone, how you use a gadget. There's a lot of print out there. And so these people struggle with that still. And so we have to still work on it.
Having the ability to read and write can help set the stage for one's career path and lifelong learning. And it all starts in childhood.
That early exposure to literacy, yes, it helps in developing the interest and just lays the foundation for lifelong learners. And that's why it's so important to bring family literacy related activities and awareness to parents. And in BC, Literacy BC did a study of 2,000 families. It was a longitudinal study. And what they found is that about 67% of the families were using public assistance when they started studying them. And as a result of accessing family literacy related programs, the numbers were reduced to 11%. So it is significant.
And with national events such as Family Literacy Day, which was initiated back in 1999, leaders like Ghosh hope the excitement of reading and gaining knowledge will be taken back into the home environment to benefit the family as a whole. Further information on family literacy workshops can be accessed through ABC Canada or from your local community literacy chapter. To a small community, especially here in southwest Saskatchewan, the most valuable resource available is the pride and support of its residents. In the town of Gull Lake, Community Future Southwest has partnered with various service clubs and volunteers to make this prairie community the best it can be. Bruce Gibson and his team of volunteers came together to beautify a piece of the town's core, the Elks Hall.
Giving it a paint job and a good facelift has a good appearance on the outside. They have to be in these communities because you always have to have a meeting point of some point or someplace. Like it's where everybody meets. Anything from funerals to weddings, and you have to have a big building for it.
Bruce and his crew are continuing the work started last year as Gull Lake's town councillor and Communities in Bloom chairperson Ed Lowenberger spearheaded a new vision for the community.
We started this last year. It started out as basically a barren, vacant lot. We took it and cleaned it up, cleaned all the trash out of it, planted trees, planted shrubs, planted flower beds, made raised beds, laid down a layer of heavy mulch.
And with some encouragement, the businesses and people of Gull Lake joined together to work on making the community the best place it could be, starting with the new pocket parks to updating benches and planting flowers. The end result was more than just a better-looking downtown.
I've noticed a huge difference from last year. We have more private citizens coming on board. We've had an overwhelming response from the business community as well, such as a flower pot competition. We provide the planters, they provide everything else.
It's the volunteers and supporters of these projects that make them possible. This Communities in Bloom competition is a mere example of how ready the town is to show their community spirit and come together for the greater good.
Yeah, they spearheaded it and kind of gives you a little awareness that, somebody's going to start something, you might as well go along with it. And there's always, in small towns, there's always good community pride no matter what. It's just, anybody that spearheads something, usually somebody jumps on board.
This spirit of volunteerism and the noble vision of the town attracted Community Future Southwest, who helped turn their vision into a reality.
We pretty much give all our money back into the community, so sometimes we need a little help. Sometimes our stuff gets forgotten.
That's very important to us. I know not only us, but other communities in the Southwest have also benefited greatly from them. Yeah, they've been a big help, and they've been a big source of information for us as well. So
it's been a great start, but the best is yet to come. According to Ed, the solution to revitalizing any community is more people.
We've come a long way from when we started, but having said that, we also realize that we still got a long ways to go. There's always room for improvement. The greater the increase in the residents and the population, the more things we can accomplish. So,
thanks to Community Future Southwest, success stories like the community of Gull Lake are becoming more common across the region. Community Future Southwest helps business owners with financing and business training, making dreams become a reality. Contact their office today.
February is Heart Month, and the local chapter of the Heart and Stroke Foundation is again counting on your support on a number of levels.
The annual Heart and Stroke Foundation's campaign is set for February 1st through the 28th. And once again, volunteers will be going door to door asking for your donation. Jill McLeod is the campaign coordinator for Swift Current. It indicates the local fundraising goal this year is $11,000, with all funds staying in Saskatchewan.
The mission of the Heart and Stroke Foundation is research and to bring more survivors home. So that's most of the money raised in our fundraising during Heart Month will go to research.
McLeod adds that along with raising money for research, the annual campaign is a time to remind everyone of the importance of a well-balanced diet and exercise, and to know the signs of a heart attack or stroke.
Definitely genetics can play a role, but we have the choice to eat healthy, be active, not smoke, and those factors are huge. And now too, with growing childhood obesity rates and some of that going on, it's very important that younger people stay active and eat healthy, and it can affect younger people now.
Further details on the Heart and Stroke Foundation and its many programs can be found online. And if you have some free time on your hands and you'd like to volunteer as a canvasser, you can call Jill McLeod directly.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at MyLocalTV.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.